Hello, reading champions. How are you doing today? Today we have a new story. What number is our story for today? Today is the story number 27 from my first Quran storybook. Let's start reading. A long time ago, there lived in Jerusalem a prophet of Allah. His name was the Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam. Allah loved him, for he was pious. Men loved him, for he was wise and just. Thus, the Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam was loved both by Allah and by men. Besides, he was the high priest in the shrine of Jerusalem. He was a very respectable man on every count. At that time, a little girl, Maryam or Mary, was given in service to Allah. She started to live in the shrine in Jerusalem. As the Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam was her uncle, he became her guardian. He often visited Maryam in her little room. He noticed that she always had fresh food and fresh water. The Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam was surprised and asked, "Maryam, from where do you get this food?" "It is from Allah," she answered. Allah gives in plenty to anyone He wishes. Maryam's simple words went straight to the Prophet Zakaria's heart. He may have thought, Maryam's faith in Allah is really great. Allah gives in plenty to whom He wishes. I'm an old man and my wife is old, and I don't have a son. Let me pray to Allah to give me a son. The Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam prayed to Allah for a son. "I'm old, my bones are weak, and my hair has turned gray. You have always heard my prayer." Allah heard his prayer and said, "Zakaria, we bring you good news of a son, whose name will be Yahya." The Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam asked Allah, "I'm very old, and my wife is also very old. How can we have a little baby son?" Allah answered, "It is easy for me. You two were made by me from nothing." The Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam still could not believe his luck. He said to Allah, "Give me a sign." Allah said, "This is the sign I give you. You will be completely well, but for 3 days I will take away your speech and you will not be able to say a word." The Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam was very happy. He came out of the shrine. He could not speak, but through signs he told people to pray to Allah. When a son was born to old Zakaria, he was named Yahya. Allah loved Yahya. He gave Yahya wisdom and made him his prophet. Allah loves His believers. He loves people who trust Him. He listened to their prayers. He helps them in wonderful ways. If He wishes, He gives people things which might even seem impossible. And that was our story for today. See you tomorrow, inshallah.